I've had a few people ask me about my seasoning process and why do I risk wiping oil on a skillet that's 500 degrees. Um, when you look at the base or the surface of a cast iron pan, it can be as smooth as possible, but when you look at it under a microscope, and you'll see all of the cracks and crevices and whatnot. Cast iron itself is not porous, but it's just the way iron is. It's part of the grinding process. This was actually ground and polished. So what winds up happening when the skillet heats up, everything expands, and I'm just curious to see how much expansion there is. So I've measured this particular skillet from here to here, and it turns out from lip to lip it's 10 3/4 inches, and across the pour spouts it was 11 9/16. Now I've got it in the process of heating up, and I want to see how much it actually expands. To me, it's kind of akin to a bathtub. When people turn around, they cock their bathtub. They cock their tub when there's no water in it. But the problem is when you fill it up with water and put a body in it, the caulking will actually crack because the extra weight in the tub. So usually when you, if you're going to be caulking your own tub, you want to fill it up with water just to get the weight in the tub and to caulk it. And when it's all dried, let the water out. So the tub comes back to normal, the caulking shouldn't crack. But when you fill it up again, it shouldn't crack at all. So this is starting to get quite hot. Get my measuring points. So we've got a little bit more. It's just slightly above the 9/16 mark. It's really hard to see those markings. So look, we've got an extra 1/16 of an inch. And we got an extra 1/16 of an inch here. So already we've got a lot of contraction, or expansion. And a 1/16 of an inch doesn't sound like much, but when you're looking at a cast iron skillet, that's a lot of expansion. I don't have a thermometer. I suppose I could throw that in there. May or may not work. I'm not going to worry about it. That is getting hot. Okay. Okay, so it's just, so we got slightly more than 1/16 of an inch from lip to lip. Let's go spout the spouts. This is getting quite hot, so and we got slightly over a 1/16 of an inch. And I would think that's pretty much as hot as you're ever going to cook with it on the stove top, so I'm going to stop. Even the handle's starting to warm up. So again, 11 9/16, so Okay. So we got slightly over 1/16 of an inch of expansion over the course of heating up the pan. So it's pretty interesting.